Let's go like this. This means we get extra card. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I think it's fun. Because it will discount the Eiganjo, right? Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we are playing Bant Control with Kellan, Inquisitive Prodigy. And this is card with a lot of potential. Not only it gives you a ramp on turn 2, it also gives you Investigate, so you get extra card, and you get also the whole creature on top of it. So man, this is extremely packed with value, and we'll test it in today's video. So guys, enjoy and have fun. Alright, we're going first. I think we keep it. It's a decent hand. Let's start with the green mana. I wonder. So we won't be able to play Lockdown. Who are you? Surveil. I've seen this one. What was it? Oh, the Roots deck, right? That's what it is. So we won't be able to lock down on the next turn unless we play this one. Missing the Up the Beanstalk, but you know what? We don't mind it. We don't mind it. Here it is. And I mean, do I win the game because I'm very good at Magic? And I drew the right card? I mean, they need another Roots, right? Otherwise they really don't get the value. And when we get Up the Beanstalks and those Sunfalls, oh boy. This will be nice. Even White March with this. Alright. You know what? That's fair. That's fair. I will definitely take a cool land from my deck. The question is, do I want to Surveil or I just want better mana base? I actually think I want the mana base. Well, I have double blue here. So maybe this one is just better. I think this one is just better, simply. Get lost. I mean, this kinda does the job, right? Surveil, sure. I wouldn't be surprised if they put something in the graveyard. I think we want to do it in response, right? Let's start with this. That's a good tap. Good solid tap. Oh, I mean Boseiju gamers, right? Let's go for this. I'm sure we need as much mana as possible during this game. So, what is the wording? Wanna leave your graveyard? I think we can always answer it, right? I need to pay. Yeah, let's try it. I think it should be okay. I usually value highly, like, you know, surprise effect of my cards. So I usually don't play them early unless I'm really losing a lot of value. So no, something to keep in mind. Butler. All I see is Sunfall targets, bro. Is anything able to leave the graveyard? Alright. Sacrifice this creature. They don't have mana. They might have mana, right? If I kill it, they get the mana into the pool. I still think it's worth it. It's worth. Alright, let's go for it. Oh, they didn't take the mana, so now this doesn't produce... oh, tokens, right, not token. It's fine. So we need those colors for sure. And we need double blue. Alright, so Up the Beanstalk into Memory Deluge, and then we go for the Sunfall. But Sloth, you don't have Sunfall. You will see. It's on the top, alright? In the top 5 cards there's the Sunfall waiting for us. Well, drawing card, sure. He needs the Roots, right? And he already has 2 in the graveyard. Sure. That's expensive. And I don't see haste on it. Sure. Alright, so it's a spirit, no other types. For example, enchantment. Oh, this is probably the card they want. And that's probably Boseiju target, I would guess. Alright, that's it. All the decisions were made. Listen, I promise you, there is a Sunfall on top of this. Somewhere. There has to be. There has to be. Do I have Sun? I have Lockdown. See, this is basically a Sunfall. So I could go with the car. Alright, so this one will be interesting. We go for this one, and then we go what? 3 mana Colossal Skyturtle. Then we go for the lockdown, right? But then we don't have anything for the card on. Are there so they can go Memory Deluge, but we have other one. What abilities there are? Basically sacrifice a creature, draw a card. I mean, it's not the worst, right? I think this is what we do. I would prefer Sunfall, but I guess I wouldn't be able to play it anyway. I definitely want Mirrex this turn. Can I Celestus? Not really. Alright, let's go for it. By the way, if they kill it, we get 2 extra cards from Up the Beanstalk. So they probably don't super want to do it, because then we draw a Sunfall, right? Alright, that's fine, but it's not very good on curve. Never mind. That went quickly. Alright, 3 damage to my face. Alright, alright. They should probably, you know, put the counter earlier, but it's fine. I wonder, I don't think it's in the graveyard, right? Only things in the battlefield. Alright, so, how do we do it? I want untap land. Alright, so, I really want Memory Deluge. They might hit us with the cottage at 5 damage, that's a lot. I think we go for small Memory Deluge, right? And that should be, yeah, this is 6 mana, so we can Memory Deluge into Boseiju if we have to. I'm not really sure what the cards are, so, you know, I'm playing a bit versatile, because I honestly don't know what's up. Sure, we will have to main phase second Deluge probably, if we really want the value. Alright, and I think this is the moment, right? They might have another card on and punish us. Well, this is definitely not a great draw. Anchorage is super slow. We don't have time to play the first one even. Or we might just Boseiju this, right? I'm honestly not sure. It's either this or the cottage. Let's see what the next play is. I mean, no abilities. Souls, alright. I see, I see. So that means another lockdown. So that probably means... Alright, I think I know. That's an interesting one, honestly. We need to protect us a little bit, okay, against all the underdogs, right? Because they deal a lot of damage. And it's worth investing a card for sure. Alright, alright, we definitely would love some life gain here. A Sunfall, finally, took a while. I think we go with the Anchorage most likely. Well, not really, we want this, right? So 3, 7, so we want untap land for this turn for sure. And I mean, let's keep Mirrex. It should be okay. Alright, so he can play 1 Tenacious Underdog. I could switch the day-night time, but Memory Deluge is so much better. Like, we have a lot of March in the deck, so we just need to exile those 2 with double March and that's it. They will lack value very quickly. Alright, another one. I guess we need triple March then. I think we have more answers, but we'll see. Tyvar, alright, that's a cool card. Activate abilities. Sure. But it won't have haste. Whatever they take, it won't have haste, right? They're meaning super heavily. Creature card, so no cottage. Cottage is really good for them. I honestly think you are supposed to put the counter here and sacrifice the Butler and get different card, but you know, what do I know? Sure. Alright. I will get the mana then. Absolutely. I think we get the Surveillant again. Like, they are getting really good value overall. They should do it in response, because then I don't get the Surveil before casting it. And I force them to use it, because it's good. Alright, so... Oh man, those are some really nice choices. I want this, right? So I play the Sunfall. I mean, the Lockdown does the same thing overall. So but I have Sunfall in my hand, right? So it's a little bit better this way. So let's take the Sunfall that we already have, one March, and I think one Shigeki. I think that's how we do it. So we can keep the value up. So this way we don't don't risk we don't have anything to play. Alright, that was a weird one. Yeah, I think so. That should help. 3 cards. So the Tenacious Underdog will still kill it, so that's not perfect. We can get 1 card back with Shigeki. Alright, we probably get rid of one of the Tenacious Underdogs, right? With the March, and then try to play from there. This is very close. They definitely got a lot of fuel, and, you know, killing what, both of our lockdowns, I believe, was really big deal, because that's absolutely takes them off over, you know, any kind of board presence, and when they kill it, they get everything back. Alright. They can double Tenacious Underdog, so that's a little bit scary. I think I can kill them both though, right? Let's see which one gets the counter. Alright, so... so I definitely need to pay 3 mana this turn, so I have 3 in total. That's not enough for Shigeki, so we activate it. I could also take the damage and go for Tyvar. Yeah, that's probably it. And this tap suggests we might go for Mirrex. Do I take so much damage? Killing Tyvar is huge, because then he cannot take back any creature. What are the creature abilities that he can give? Backup, sacrifice a creature. But he's fully tapped, right? So he cannot play anything anyway. I think we take this damage, man. Yeah. Let's not block at all. And let's see if they go for the lethal. They didn't! Is it sorcerer? No. Man, they're playing weird. Normally you don't miss lethal like this, but it will work out for them in a way. Especially that I highlighted it. Or not. I'm pretty sure you can do it, alright? I don't want to highlight it more, but I don't think it's sorcerer speed. Alright, I will. Is it sorcerer speed? No, it's not. Alright. And now we have Celestus as well, right? Alright, here's your counter. And that's a weird one. If they had mana, that would make sense, because they can sacrifice, but here? I don't know, man. We can use the bird, I guess. What are the cards? So we can take all 5 of the cards if we want. But that will cost a lot of mana. So 4, 6, 10, 12, 13 mana. 13 mana. And they will go for double this. Alright, I think I know. Oh, but this will be interesting, right? Imagine. Alright, so... I guess because they can target with the soul card on whatever we take, right? So I think we kinda have to do it now, at least a little bit. So what do we want to play? We want Get Lost, probably, and March. So we can answer both of the underdogs. We can use also the land, maybe. but it's more mana efficient. So, alright, 3 and 5. So we have 5 mana locked for this one. And that means we have 8 mana, I believe. That means 3 cards. This is channel, so don't forget that. Let's go maybe lockdown, right? For the cooldown. I think we did it right. I definitely want to tap this. Alright, this is better. And we'll have, yeah, all the right mana. So we will still live game this turn. And we can even cycle lockdown if we get something better. It is something better. I think. Well, maybe not. Not for Shigeki, right? Because they will keep hitting our stuff every turn. So I think Get Lost might be better. If they go for the play, they will be fully tapped. And they're out of value very soon. Not fully, but very soon. Do I block? Not really. They're still not going for the play. Alright, let's get rid of one of the problems. I'm not sure about this Get Lost, right? Because they can maybe use... Well, they cannot use map tokens on this turn. Sure, bro. That's literally the one card that doesn't matter right now. But of course they cannot know it. And then we get lost on this one. They will draw a card, so it's good for them in a way. But they need a creature, and then we play lockdown and we get rid of all of this, right? So they don't get the value from map tokens. And I will get my value. That's some Shigeki magic, man. Alright. Well, more like it. Okay, so I think we go like this. Oh, let's... I mean, we are close to killing him, honestly. Right? So I can hit him for 5 this turn. Pump this. Yeah, that seems like a decent play. Oh, never mind, because it will be a creature. But we still go for it, I think. I will figure it out, alright? I try to play quicker than normally, so that's why. But I think we can absolutely figure it out. Also, he needs to pay life to go for the underdog. If I don't play anything, I will get the Celestus trigger, so we will get to... Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to do anything, we win on the next turn. So we live game, we have Shigeki, and we will need a lot of mana on the next turn. And we can always use Shigeki. Also, they have the combo, right? Alright, so this is their real combo, right? We need to think about breaking it. Let's say thinking a little bit. So because they can play this, and I thought it's a good game, my friend. Alright, we are going first. That's it. So far so good. We have well, not very nice, but decent curve. Maybe we can hit, you know, some Painland on turn 2. We'll see. No More Lies. It's a good card overall. I will take it. It's usually a very good card. Yeah, we'll see. We have double sweepers, so I think we need something on the other part of matchup. Of course, we don't know what our opponent is playing, so that's why I took it. If that's an aggro, for example, we don't need it, we just need untapped land. Our opponent is taking forever for this one land. I'm sure he had a lot of choice here. Alright, we don't have the correct mana to play the March, so this decision is out. However, he will have double 2-drop, or 1 and 2-drop, so the lockdown will do a great job against it. That's one of the reasons we play it. So we could go super risky, but I think we have a one game, so we don't really need to, you know, just risk it in any way. Especially with the Sunfall, so this already puts us super ahead, and this is, you know, like the finisher basically. And see, when you play Mishika on an empty board, it's basically game. And with Celestus we can normalize, which will probably close the game very quickly. This is 2 mana, so it's easy removal overall. And you know what? Let's exile it. This should hurt quite a lot. So Mishiko won't be very good here. And I think we honestly go for Shigeki. I kinda like my cards. So I just want to have more value in the hand and more mana, so we can, you know, do the cool stuff. And on the next turn we can potentially... No, we cannot Sunfall, so it's fine. Well, it is what it is, but we can always get Shigeki back if we want. Do I want to get Shigeki back? You know what? I think we just go for this. I don't want... so you first use this kind of stuff and then get lost when you are forced to. Otherwise they get the map tokens and they can, you know, get some extra value. Even if you do it at the end step, it's still, you know, not exactly what you want. So trample. Alright, I think we just say go. I don't think we'll get anything better, but we might. Man, you won't believe me, but I exactly thought about this card and thought, well, then we can always put it in the graveyard, huh? Is it a Sunfall? No. We go like this. And this also hits per... Man, they see us discarding Get Lost. They know they're in some trouble. Like, because this is exactly the card that answers their threat. So, alright. Go for it, my diamond champion. Just name the target. Oh wow, what a surprise. Why would you do it? Like, we would do... You have trample, it means that even if I block, all the damage goes through, or I lose Shigeki. So there's literally 0 reasons to do it, but you know, it's fine. Memory Deluge and Lockdown is actually perfect because it doesn't give him the card. He might get ossification at some point, but I honestly don't care. I like the Landman. You know what? It's Sunfall. We don't need Sunfalls here. Honestly, this is such a good card against their deck. It hits everything, huh? Isn't it satisfying? Oh yes, it is. We will definitely keep Boseiju, and we can Memory Deluge for some extra control. How much mana do we have? Alright, enough. So, I think we just try to kill it in some weird way. Let's play Deluge. I mean, this is pretty okay, right? And Eiganjo. Eiganjo is perfect. Alright. I didn't think we'll go for it, but we did. Investigate. It's worth to be cast just for the Investigate, I believe. So we need 3 mana. Let's go like this. This means we get extra card. And can I play this on top of it? Not really. Oh, so it is legendary. You know what? Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I think it's fun. Because it will discount the Eiganjo, right? Unless they kill it main phase and then attack. But that's the only punish. And they don't have too much mana. Easy. Alright. I mean... So we could save it if we want. But this is a 4/4, so I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. And they will copy the ossification, so they don't really get the value. Alright. Alright, it's not Audacity. Audacity is the only problem. Sure, Naturalist. And we can still throw the card with the crew, so we already got the value. I could just kill it if I cared. But frankly, I do not. Man, those lands answer everything, huh? That's so funny. Yep, you can have to. Good job. And let's draw it. Don't forget this is enchantment, so we can just kill it anytime. And we're heavier and heavier with Shigekis. Honestly, I think we play Eiganjo at this point. And we already got the value from... Who are you? Kellan. Prodigy. And I mean, we go to the nighttime. I don't think we need two Shigekis, to be honest. Well, I like the card, but Shigeki is probably even stronger, right? Yeah, at this point of the game, it's not important. We just need to get 1-for-1 removal, you know? We just need to be careful so they cannot copy anything meaningful. Alright, so they are attacking. Can I get the Lush on top of it? Only if I get the white card. I don't think it's worth it, we just go Shigeki. So now we have to go for it, because they want to copy something, and I will keep Boseiju. No reason to give them land. And now we go 1, 2. 2 cards is enough, especially when you have doubled Shigeki. And oh boy, those will be cards. This and... I mean, small Memory Deluge is good, it's easy to cast. So sometimes it's worth taking it. Oh my god, this man, at this point I don't need Boseiju even. And we don't need to double spell. And I mean, let's do it main phase, right? Because they won't get the discount. I could get the Kellan if I care. We might do it at the end step, we'll see. Only 2 cards, so he's trying to fight, but man, there's nothing to fight. We will play Memory Deluge in case we hit a counter spell. I won't untap land. Sure, you got it. No creatures to buff. And you know what? Let's actually go for it. I think it's fun. So we can see our Prodigy in action. And you know, start some counter. We could sacrifice Celestus even, but I don't think it's worth it. Like, Celestus is so good. And I have enough cards. So this mana will produce more cards than just sacrificing, probably. And we say go. So this fizzles fully because, well, not really. It helps us, alright? It helps. That's what I meant. But we can just Memory Deluge or Shigeki and channel. Man, they're really adamant about exiling Kellan. You see, they fear the card. They just fear the card. But the Doomsday is here. Oh my god. 8, 11, 12. Are you serious? Do I even have 5 cards? Oh my god. So you can just wait a moment and they will scoop. But we are not this kind of gamer, you know? Let's just get all the marches and whatever. Man, this is so fun. For one of us at least. Alright, so Up the Beanstalk, cheap cardo. I will have to kill him at some point, but for now I'm having too much fun. Alright. Yeah. I think we'll take Kellan and just force it to be in the battlefield forever and just try to, you know, kill him 3 damage a turn. I don't think he can do anything about it. We might Sunfall this, right? Unless we draw some. Well, that's why this is in the deck. Alright, so let's get back Kellan. You know what? I'm up for the challenge. Let's see whose creature is better. Alright, and that means we can attack. I don't want to cycle. I probably should memory. Man, we have so much value that is crazy. Oh man. This is how you lock your opponent out of the game and absolutely crush his, you know, will to live basically. Yeah, I need all the mana. With this deck you want as much as possible. We could use Get Lost to make map tokens sometimes, but you know, not what we need right now. And you don't need this one. It could be headquarters as well. Alright. Let's see what the plan is. Alright, we counterspell. And this is the cool way to do it, right? Because they still have other spell, but this one will be hit by no more life, so they cannot really play it and they cannot attack. So Kellan, Inquisitive Prodigy, as always, just... Man, after triple removal he still won the game. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed those ones. To be honest, like Kellan did a lot of work in those games, especially the fact that it's a ramp spell that gives you Investigate. That's so huge. You basically get 2 cards on top of the whole ramp effect. And that's huge because sometimes you don't need the effect and those are the only things you get, especially in the late game. So just drawing card and also having a creature, like this is pretty huge value for especially something that is useful early game. Of course, this has the same problem as other 2-mana ramp spells because it doesn't take the land from your library, it takes a land from your hand basically, so you need to draw them. So I was considering going 27 lands, and I think for this kind of deck it's justified because you generally want to have more lands than you can play every turn, thanks to Kellan, right? And then you get the full value, and this also means you can play Sunfall way faster than usually, right? Because you not only have Celestus but also Kellan. There are a lot of interactions with this deck. We won't go through all of them, but one that I wanted to mention: Up the Beanstalk and Lockdown. Generally, you kinda want them in maybe not different matchups, but usually you favor one over the other depending on what the situation is. And you probably want to play Lockdowns first, then go for the Up the Beanstalk. Worst case, you just draw the card and it doesn't matter because you get exiled and that's fine. However, especially if you go for multiple Up the Beanstalks and you exile them, if you get lost your own lockdown or you march it, you get extra cards. So each one of those enchantment removals suddenly can become a card draw. In a pinch, when you are in full top deck mode, this can win you the game very, very quickly. So that's something I wanted to point out because it might be not obvious. Of course, you can pay, 4x for marches and you can keep drawing cards with Up the Beanstalk and Sunfall. And the fact that you still play Memory Deluge in 4 copies means that you shouldn't be lacking value in this deck. That's something I really, really like personally, because with, between Kellan, Memory Deluge, Up the Beanstalk, Celestus, and Shigeki, man, your deck is insanely packed with value. Every turn you probably always lack mana, and Kellan really helps with it. And you can add Infinite Loop with the Colossal Skyturtle and Shigeki, and oh boy, you are in for some fun matchups. So, yeah, of course, if you meet Mono Red and Boros, this kind of stuff, sometimes you don't have time to run because every single turn you miss is like, 5 extra damage to your face. But, there is nothing we can do about this part. We still want to check new cards, and I think Kellan is definitely a card with huge potential. So we will see. We'll see. I hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, guys, thank you for all the kind words. Hope you had a great fun today. And see you tomorrow.